Good morning and welcome back to Move It Sister. Had some technical difficulties this morning, but as usual, turns out it was the nut behind the wheel. Had my camera turned off. So, like a ding dong. Anyway, so I finally figured it out. So, if you were with me on the live stream, I apologize. I'm recording this now and I will upload this to my YouTube channel later for your viewing pleasure. So, anyway, hello and welcome back. Today's workout was inspired by my recent uh, 2 night hotel stay and the resulting sore back that I had after I got home. So, as we age, our backs can start to bother us for any kind of reason because we're not sleeping in our own bed, because we did too much yard work, and or maybe we just, it just happens. You just tweak it, you turn a little funny, and it just goes out. So we can be for any number of reasons, but a sore back is if you've ever had really bad back pain, it's just you just can't get comfortable. So today's workout is all about strengthening those back muscles and stretching them so that um, to help mitigate the potential for us injuring our back in some kind of way. So we're going to start with just a couple of good morning stretches, and if you've got resistance bands, great. I think we're only going to use them on one of the 5 moves. If you've got them, great. If not, don't worry about it. Just follow along with the exercises. I'm gonna put those down here for now, and of course, just make sure you've got your water bottle. And let's get started. So again, we're just gonna start with a couple of good mornings. So we're just gonna start with our feet about hip width apart and arms up overhead and just really stretch. And back down. Let's do it again. Stretch as high as you can. Feel that nice stretch all through your back, your shoulders. Let's do a couple more. Really lift up. My workout partner is here with me again today. You can't see her because she's over by the dresser where the laptop is. She's on her back with all 4 paws in the air. Just adorable. Hopefully she'll come over and work out with me. She does love to photobomb. Okay, let's do some chest openers. So clasp your hands at the small of your back and just gently push outward. Here she comes. I call her Miss Americat because she is a princess. All right, a couple more. Just gently lift away from your body. It's a really good shoulder stretch too. It's just really good to open everything up like this, your shoulders, your chest, your back, because we spend so much of our days hunched over our desk, hunched over our devices, and then we go to move something heavy, and then we're surprised that our back hurts. So we got to take care of our back, my sisters. All right, let's just do some gentle spinal twists. Just back and forth, side to side. Nice slow movement. Just trying to get a nice stretch in our lower back. I don't know about you, but oh, this feels so good for me. Oh boy, that feels good. Okay, couple more. All right. Okay, you ready to get into it? We're going to do 5 moves and we'll do 2 sets of each. So the first one that we're going to do is I call it a reverse snow angel. So we're going to start with our arms at our sides, feet about hip width apart, and then we're going to form a Y. And as we do so, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, like you're trying to pinch a penny back there. And again. It's sort of a loose Y. It's not, it's not a Y like this. It's like a Y like this because we're trying to squeeze our shoulder blades together. And as usual, if it doesn't feel good or doesn't feel right to you, then skip it, reduce your range, or, like I said, skip it entirely if you need to. Okay, nice, good one. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is a bent over row. And for this one, I'm going to use a resistance band, but you certainly do not have to. If I'm going to use this one, yeah, I'll use this one. So again, if you don't have a resistance band, just, do it with body weight. So I want you to start with your knees slightly bent and pitch forward at the hips just slightly. And then we're just going to pull up. And we'll do 12 of these. That's 6, halfway done. 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 more. 11, 12. All right, you can set those aside for now. Next up, I want to do some standing wall slides. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit. I'm recording this with 2 devices, that's why. Okay, so find some empty space on the wall. Move this out of the way. So find some empty space on the wall and put your arms out to your sides like you're a cactus. You're just going to slide up and down and keep as much of your body in contact with the wall as possible. I think that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're doing 10 of these. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. 9 and 10. All right. How'd that feel? It might make your back feel a little tight at first, but do these a few times a week. And this is one that one we just did. That's one where you can do literally anywhere, wherever you can find a little empty space on a wall, and it's such a good back strengthener and stretcher. Okay, next up, we're going to do a cat-cow stretch. Now you can either do this on the floor. I'm going to do it standing today. So bend your knees and keep your back straight, starting straight, and hands on your thighs just above your knees. And then from here, we're going to round your back like a cat, and then arch it like a cow. Round and arch, and really stretch as deep as you can. Nice slow controlled movement. That's 3. So when you round your back, you want to tuck your chin. When you arch it, pull your head up and look straight forward. I think this is 5. And we'll do 10 of these too. So this is 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's stand up, shake it out a little bit. This is the last one we're going to do, and then we'll go back to the first one and do another set. So you can use resistance bands for this one as well. Not sure how it'll work with a resistance band. Yeah, I guess I could do it. So just going to wrap it around my hands. Yeah, okay. So you're going to start with your hands in front. And again, you can use a resistance band for this, or you can just do it with body weight. Does not matter either way. And we're going to start by taking one arm and stretching it behind us, and travel your eyes with it, and then the other side. So you want to get it as far back behind you as you can for a nice deep stretch, and follow your arm with your eyes. We'll do 8 of these. That's 2, 3, 4. Legs straight but loose. Don't lock your knees. I think this is 5 now. Should feel a nice deep stretch in your lower back. That's 6. 7. And 8. Nice deep stretch. Okay. All right, how did that feel? You ready for round 2? Let's take a few seconds. Let's grab some water. Today's my birthday, by the way. 39. Again. Okay, let's start round 2. So let's start with those snow angels. So start with your arms at your sides, feet about hip width apart, and we'll just raise up to do kind of a really wide Y, and really pinch your shoulders together like you're trying to hold a penny between your shoulder blades. 3, 4, 5. Let's do 10 of these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, shake it out. Get your shoulders nice and loose again, and we're going to go on to the bent over rows. So grab your band if you've got them. If not, don't worry about it. Start with your knees bent slightly and pitch forward at the waist. And we're going to pull up, and we're going to do 12 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, awesome job. Let's put those down. Next up are the wall slides. So let me turn this camera again just slightly in case I end up using this recording. You just never know with technology. Always good to have a backup, right? Okay, so find an empty space on the wall, make like a cactus, and slide up and down, keeping as much of your body in contact with the wall as possible. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's shake it out. Loosen up our shoulders. I lost my workout buddy, I guess. All right, next up, let me move this back over. We're going to do those the cat-cow stretch again. So knees slightly bent, Hands on your thighs, just above your knees. And we're going to make like a cat and then a cow. Round and arch. We'll do 10 of these. So this is 3. Get as deep of a stretch as you can. That's 4. And this is a really good move too. If your back is sore, this is something that'll really loosen it up. I think that's 6. If you suffer from sciatica or any kind of pinched nerve injury to your back, this will really loosen it up. This is one of the ones that I did in PT last year. And of course, I have lost count because I was talking. So let's call this 9 and 10. All right. Oh, I feel good. Nice and loose. Okay, last one. We'll do that standing. I call it open book stretch because it is kind of like we're just opening a book. So do this a little tighter. Okay, so starting with your arms in front of you, and we're going to rotate one behind us, follow it with your eyes, and then back to front. That's 2. That's 1. This is 2. This is 3. 4. 5. 6. Remember, keep your legs straight but loose. Don't lock your knees. What are we at? 7. 8. Well, you want to do 2 more? Okay, we'll do 2 more. 9. This is a good arm workout too, if you're doing the resistance bands. And that's 10. Okay, all right, how do you feel? I feel nice and loose, but I can tell I work my shoulders, so that's good. Let's grab some water. We'll do a quick cool down and get you on with your day. All right, so for a cool down, let's just do some good mornings. So start with your feet about hip width apart and just arms overhead and get a nice stretch. And back down. Stretch and back down. Okay, let's do a couple more and then I'll let you go. Last one, make it the best one. Let's hold and really stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay, and back down. All right, great job, ladies. Thanks for putting up with my technology issues today. Remember, having a strong back isn't just about muscles. It's about confidence, posture, balance, and longevity for years to come. So we've got to make sure that we keep our back strong, and stretching and doing a workout like today's is how to achieve that. So thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel for dozens of other workouts like this one. And don't forget to come back same time, same place next week, 11 o'clock Eastern. And I will see you then for another Move It Sister Live. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a great week. Bye.